Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. So this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. He takes this in to the 40-yard line before going down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Lock to throw it. His first throw is an interception.
Yo, what up, little nigga?
And the Panthers, they're off to a great start.
What's going on?
They forced a turnover on the opening possession.
I didn't ask you all that. I just said what's going on.
Ends not in points, bro.
I don't care if you just got home. Where my money at?
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of the defense.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. 3rd down, here's Jones. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Working quickly here. 4th down, Young. His first throw is an interception. And the Giants take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now we're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
16 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Lockdown. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Trying the right side with Tracy. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now an inside give to Singletary. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Devin Singletary with the touchdown. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. ready to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Storms are minor, but you know she living major. When you flying up, this ain't no cables. Don't live what Evan Vegas, stay in Vegas. Morning time we check the news, we make it Vegas.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Red, yellow, let's go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw
Here
away.
we go. 22 needle. Set, cut.
On 2nd and 10, Young taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Down.
Sending a receiver left.
Ready, go.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. A pickup of 9 that takes them up to 4th and just 1. So before they can set up for another... We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll be facing 4th down. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
10, 6, 7.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. Great work by the coverage downfield. Buys him enough time to catch him outside the pocket. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Drill, 52.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Giants take over at the 44-yard line following the turnover. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
He's got him. That's Tracy. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running.
This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off by Shaq Thompson. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Cycle. Green Jack. Smash. Red. Ready.
From the pistol, it's Young. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
A 2nd down throw for Young. He's throwing deep to the left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Set hut. Blue strikers. White. White. Black ultra. Ready?
On 3rd down, it's Young. He's looking deep once again. That's grabbed inside the 30. They get 35 out of that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Panthers are on the move here. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Slide blue. Set. Fury. Yellow. Set.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Oh no, they get him yet again. That's Bobby Okereke. 30. The 10. And he makes the Husko. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running
Yep.
the back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Claws red. Drill green. Hut.
Young back to it after the pick. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He's got it inside the 25. To the house, touchdown Carolina. The Panthers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass, here's 2nd down. Now we'll go left side with Tracy. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle. It looks like the Panthers are in the dime. Yep, ton of DBs out there, 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Getting out to his left. He loses the football. Panthers pick this one up. No one around. He's got space. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field.
Oh, he lost the football. But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it. Here's 2nd and 11. He's on the move. On the move, looking deep. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Panthers tie things up at 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. Hut.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Fabio Carrique making that stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Ready. Set.
Here's a give to Hubbard. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Fabio Carrique making that stop.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Red, yellow. Set. Hut.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
On the ball.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
50 Fury.
It's 4th down.
Ready.
Back to throw it. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there. Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You spring a big game like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. They go right back to Tracy. That's good for 7 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Davion Clowney on that stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Locke to the air. He's got Bellinger.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Pass cut by Tracy. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Mega. Here we go. Set. Red. Cycle.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers trail by a field goal. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Strikers. 3-3. Here we go. Set. Go.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Able to find Jones. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
By a man, and now he's in the clear. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Set, hut. Set.
He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. A big moment coming up for Eddie Pinheiro on this attempt. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout.
Ready.
Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6.
Set. Hut.
Looking to throw it. Pushes it toward the sideline, and he has it. Feet are inbounds.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Black shot. Ready.
One final shot here. It's intercepted. That will do it.
Okay.
That's Bobby Okereke. The 50. The 30. Gets the 10. And this one may be...
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then, now I bet they love it.
First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the... to the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right to the air to open this one up. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That pass play good for 22. That's good for a Giants first down. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Man in motion is Smith. To the air right away is Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down. On first and 10, it's Barkley. Here's a 2nd and 9. A Pistol snap back to Hurts. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you...
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Harris Campbell. Touchdown, Eagles. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles move out to a 7-3 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This gonna be returned from right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Locke working out of the pistol. And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And they'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Hurts. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Giants has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Lock out of the shotgun. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, the quarterback just kept going back, and you're wondering, what's he going to do? And, well, there's the answer. He's going to give the defense 2 points.
Yeah, and you have to wonder, Mike, did he just lose track of actually how far he was retreating? And at some point, you think that ball's going to come out, and he's going to throw it away and move on to the next down, but he didn't. And now the defense is going to take advantage and get 2 points.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Hurts to throw. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing. But then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
Ball right on the 5-yard line. Second down and goal. They'll go with him again. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Locke. That one, taken in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. So now this to give themselves a lead here, heading to the half. The kick is good. And the Giants will go up by a point here in the second quarter. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy. So if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A second down throw for Locke. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Connects with his big tight end, man Hurts. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go. It's Locke. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Locke. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 9.
Lock to throw. He's got it at the 7, and he will score. Jalen Hyatt, touchdown, New York. Now, Gano for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants are going to open up the lead to 8. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
63, 63, 63. Out, out.
On second down, Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Buddy. Where you going, Philly show?
So in this last possession, Mike, they take the ball away, and they do it from playing cover 3 defense. So what that means is there's 3 deep players. There's 2 corners and a safety. They divide the field into thirds, and everybody else underneath is just looking at the quarterback. Straight zone coverage, played perfectly, leads to a big takeaway.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Here we go, sack.
On the ground, here's Tracy. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paid.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. They send Britton Covey back deep. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. To throw, Hurts. Going left side down the field, and it's complete.
This game is fucking wild, man. Like, come on with that shit, man.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. big play for the Eagles as they will try for 2.
Let's go now. Ready.
And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Back to the air. It's Locke. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. On the move past the 40. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, New York. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Go Silver, ready? 63, 63.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Dory Jackson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
Yeah, quick game, bro.
Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Hey! Don't touch that! Don't touch!
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Hey, 73, 73. Right, sir. Hey, easy, 63, back.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Again, Hurts. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They put Wilson in motion. Hurts will try it again. He finds Devontae Smith. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Hurts again. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Another try, 2nd and 10. So got it, the tight end comes in motion. They'll drop to throw. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger, up past the 25. Locke working out of the pistol. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
After playing pretty well the first 3 quarters, found themselves nursing a lead. It's a bad time to get the turnover bug here, Mike. I mean, that's twice now in the 4th quarter. They've turned the ball over, and instead of being in prime position to close this game out, they're fighting for their lives.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Here we go, 1st and goal. He'll get this out to the left flat. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Wadarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's shoved out of bounds and probably loses a yard. Here's 3rd and 7. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Gano on to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It covers 51 yards. Here comes second down. Throwing is Hurts.
Oh.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just one here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. This